Hello guys and welcome to another video from me, Spit by Gaming, and today we're going to be doing something which people will be thinking, but wait, isn't the FIFA 17 demo already out? Why are you not playing that? And I'm going to tell you simply first, I'm waiting until that comes full release. I'm not bullshitting. I can't be asked to play the demo because I've seen countless amounts of videos on YouTube from it and I can already see the game for itself. There's no point really, is there? But anyway, this is a video which I'm going to kind of steal on some other people. It's kind of like a wish list, but in my opinion I'm going to change it to improvements. So pretty much FIFA 16 in my opinion was actually a decent game. It died off a bit quickly than what people thought, but it's still not that bad. Had many different cards, had many different modes and things. Career mode was okay, a bit repetitive, but from what I've seen from career mode in FIFA 17, it looks even better. But first things first. The first thing that I really hope which will improve, and one thing that it needs to be improved, is the soundtrack. For me, FIFA has kind of always had a decent soundtrack. Even FIFAs like FIFA 11, FIFA 12, FIFA 13, even like FIFA 15 didn't actually have that bad of a soundtrack. I think they were actually pretty decent. My favourite FIFA for its soundtrack was probably FIFA 09. I don't know why, but I think FIFA 09 was actually one of my favourite soundtracks in the series. What I like about FIFA is how they take a lot of different genres and they put them together. So some of them is kind of rock, some of them is kind of pop, some of them is kind of rap. You know, then there's kind of like some samba or something in there. A lot of different nations put together, which I think is very useful. But in FIFA 16, a lot of the songs were kind of the same, really slow, like not drum and bass even. It was just like a techno, really slow and just beats, and it was kind of boring, to be honest. A lot of the songs kind of felt the same. They all sounded like when you were phoning someone and it said, "Oh, please stand by and wait, you know, please stand by and wait for like service or something," and then they play that music, or it's that elevator or that lift music you get in a lift, and it starts playing that music. It kind of just sounds like that repetitively, and I really don't like it. So what I hope is that FIFA 17, they get some songs in there. They're maybe not the best, they're maybe not like blockbuster titles, because obviously they need the rights for these songs, and I know it costs a lot of money, so I'm not expecting them to get like the likes like Eminem and Sia and stuff like that. I'm just expecting them to get decent bands or decent, you know, people, singers, songwriters, maybe even get like a few instrumentals in there somewhere, I don't know, but just go for it. I think it'll be fun if you can get better songs, because I think the game needs to be listened to. You know, it's different to, like people say, oh, why don't you just listen to your music on your headphones, or, you know, listen to like Spotify on your phone. But when you're playing like games like Battlefield, Call of Duty, you know, GTA, you don't really listen to music that's on your phone, you listen to what you're playing. And I feel like, you know, even FIFA needs to be the same. You need to, you know, listen to music that you're playing on FIFA, so soundtrack to me is very important. Music in general is very important because I love my music, so. Second thing is obviously gameplay. Now gameplay in FIFA 16, a bit slow, a bit dreary. I mean, the thing is, it was a bit repetitive. It looked as if it took an age to do anything. Passing was absolutely terrible. You couldn't pass anywhere. You try to do a 3-yard pass, ends up flying off to the centre of the earth. Absolutely terrible. I hope that what FIFA 17 does improve is hope the engine, the Frostbite engine, graphically, I don't care about graphics. FIFA 16 graphics were actually pretty awesome anyway, but I think that what I want the gameplay to look smoother. That to me is more important. I want the gameplay to look smoother. I want the passing animations to look more realistic. I want the shooting animations to look more realistic. I've heard that managers, you'll see different managers in the game, which I think will be pretty cool. You know, not the generic white guy and black guy just standing there, just going. You know, I want more than that. So seeing, you know, them celebrate is actually really interesting. So I think that should be something which I really hope is in the game and hopefully works and isn't buggy. Third thing that I really want in FIFA 17 that I think that needs to be improved is the foot draft. And I think that the foot draft in FIFA 16 was actually the biggest part of FIFA 16. I mean, that's probably what all the, you know, YouTube videos were, apart from Strip FIFA from GMX. Beg. Anyway, you know, in FIFA 16, foot draft, there's many different modes I put into it, like, you know, bingo, FIFA foot draft bingo, and there was foot draft duel and stuff like that from like Capcom Tom and some other kind of YouTubers. And I feel like I hope that they can implement more into these kind of things. Hopefully they give us like challenges, like they give us challenges like, you know, 190, or if you get so many legends, or if you get so amount of different special cards or something like that, all the different nations, and they give us rewards for it. I've heard that in some FIFA 17 they've done squad building challenges, but hopefully they can implement this into FUT Draft as well. And I hope that also that they can do something other than League of BBVA, because League of BBVA is kind of repetitive, and you know, that's kind of the only league that you actually really choose. I mean, yeah, they're the ones who've got the highest rating, don't get me wrong, but you know, I would like to switch up and go for like a Ligue 1 team, or go for a BPL team, or a Serie A team, or even perhaps like a Mexican league teams. Go for it, get Gignac in there. But that's what I hope for. Fourth thing, and this is something which I really want, and it's something that's not going to happen, but commentators. For me, commentators are a bit boring and a bit dull. I want Chris Kamara in. I want you know, people like that, and I want interesting people. Hearing those commentators up to me are really boring, and I would like it if perhaps you could use your own sound clips or something, so you could, or you can get like some sound clips of like vines in there or something like that. So if your player gets injured, you can play, "Oh, he needs some milk" or something like that. Like you can you know. You could just do something like that, and I think that'd be really cool if you could do that. Like, if a player gets injured, you can do that Peter Griffin thing where he holds his knee and goes, "Ah!" and goes like that, and I think that'd be really cool if you could just do that. It puts more arcadey feel into the game, makes it a little bit more fun, and I think that FIFA needs fun. FIFA's a bit too serious with FIFA 16, I feel like FIFA 17 needs to be a bit more relaxed, a bit more enjoyable. FIFA, you know, PES, to me, is kind of like, that to me is enjoyable. You look at that game and you think, that actually looks like fun. FIFA to me looks a bit like it's too serious, and I feel like, you know, realism is brilliant, but you can't make it serious, because if you have a serious game that shouldn't be a serious game, people are just going to get bored very quickly. Fifth, and this is a very important thing, and that is, I want better rewards. I want better rewards in tournaments, I want better rewards in divisions. Please just give us better rewards, because for people that don't buy FIFA points and people that don't buy the game and suck EA's dick, we have to keep grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding like a really poor stripper for money that we, in the end, doesn't even matter, because by the time we get enough money, it's at the end of the game and the game's dead and we have to wait for the next game, and for us, that's just not fun. You know, we want us to have the good players early, like everyone else, and the only way you can do that is by buying coins. Oh no, wait, you can't do that, because otherwise you're banned, you know, you get banned on your account. So instead you have to grind the game, which is boring, because of people, you know, there's some people that can play the game countless amounts of times, but people that have got jobs, people that have got college, people that have got university, you can't grind the game like some people can. So in the end you're going to have to play the game a few times a week, you know, maybe, you know, and the thing is that maybe you can't even do that, maybe you've got a job, maybe you've got a full-time job and children. So, you know, the thing is that packs, you're not going to get anything in packs. You're going to get like non-rare central. That's where you can get it. It's what's called non-rare central. You're going to get some Batty Boy 78 rated player. So for me, I really want, for Division 1, I want you to get like 50,000 coins and maybe a 50k pack. Something like that. That is something that I would like, because it will make the game more playable. It'll make the game, like, you look at it and go, yes, I want to play that again, because I'm getting like decent rewards. I want FUT Draft rewards as well to be better. I want like 100k packs. I want this to 125k packs perhaps. Not every time, obviously. I'm not asking for us to have like Ronaldo every pack or something like that, but I want us to have a better chance. You know, for me, FIFA 16, the pack luck, I haven't opened too many packs on FIFA 16, and there's a reason why. That's because the pack luck is absolutely crap. And for me, the improvement I want in FIFA 17 for you to get better packs and for you to get better rewards and stuff like that. I know it's not going to happen much, but what are you going to do? Eh? Well, the last thing for me, number 6, is the career mode. And for me, career mode is something that I've been playing a lot more recently in FIFA 16, and it's something that I feel is a bit too boring. Obviously, I'm on the last gen console, which means I'm not going to use the training and stuff like that, but even so, without the training, you know, even with training, sorry, the game's just boring. Like, it gets repetitive very, very quickly. I might do, you know, a kind of to Glory series, like, you know, like Path to Glory or something like that, like take a 1-star team and get us in the Premier League or something like that. But apart from that, it's just really boring. Like, you get the really good players in like 5 seconds, in like 2 seasons you can get like the best team in the league, and it's just boring as hell. So for me, I would like there to be more customization. Obviously, you can customize your own manager, which I think is really cool. You get more information about the team, so you get brand statuses, and you get like what is it like? You get brand. You get like the league, the European, the domestic cup, all that kind of stuff. They give you information about how critical, how serious they take it, which I think is really good news, because if you look at a team and it says medium for winning the league, that means you don't have to win the league. It means you can finish fourth or third and you'll be fine. I like that sort of information. I also like the customization and the history they've given you on each teams now. I like the fact that they've given it more in depth on teams now, which I think is pretty cool. Is there anything else really that I think should be improved? I mean, I just think that the last thing, and probably the thing that we've all cried for, is not just better pro clubs, but also better servers. But that is never going to happen. The servers are always, because it's EA, the servers are always going to be bad, no matter what game it's going to be. But thank you guys for watching. Take care, and peace.